But yeah, what's the price target? Like, so so you see this 5 cents? That was my testnet V3 target originally. But it's looking like testnet V3 is going to be that much higher, right? Because it had so testnet V3, we could be looking at testnet V3 up here at 6.9, and then we could be looking up 18%, 18 cent mainnet. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, I think the 10 to 20 cent range seems reasonable to me for testnet V3, like the hype and run up. And then, yeah, I don't know. It can depend a lot on how the liquidity works out. I know some guys have been yanking their liquidity and then immediately buying because they're getting left behind and they're like, oh, crap. So, with HEX being somewhat of a stable coin going sideways the past months and months and months, a lot of these liquidity providers are probably feeling pretty good because they're, they can avoid the impermanent loss because we're not super volatile, and they can wait to, kind of just ride that sideways and earn the fees. And then now they're kind of like, oh crap. And, less liquidity, then instantly buying like we saw. Or someone could come in and add a bunch of liquidity and the pump isn't as hard, but I don't see that really. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's it can depend on a lot, but 10 to 20 cent range for V3 sounds like reasonable to me.
Yeah, high IQ takeover there about the liquidity, and that's what it comes down to. Like, people are looking at the liquidity levels, like they say, like, it can't go up that much. There's too much liquidity until it goes up, and then the liquidity's gone, but it's already up. So you can't trade these things. You got to get in before they happen, not once they happen. But what we were talking about was the pump. What's your take on the pump? What's our testnet V3 and mainnet price points?
Well, someone who never gives predictions of anything, the pump kind of makes a lot of sense. By the way, you guys should show up in the chat. I have a lot of really funny comments at some point, but I'll stick to point for now. I put a lot of thought in those comments.
You could take it wherever you want.
Well, they were just mostly like Johnny, the Oracle of Hexaco, instead of the Oracle of Omaha. Anyways, it almost makes too much sense that we're getting good Pulsechain news. We're getting some of the economy news is looking all right. If you watch the All In podcast with Chamath and all those guys, I'm a big fan of it. This week's episode, Chamath was talking about, they're talking about whipsaw. They're talking about different things in the economy like that could happen. But I think there's so much dry powder out there, and people are losing money because inflation's up so much. They want to put it somewhere. They're tired of losing money. I would imagine so. They're like, can we get something going on in 2023? And crypto's responding. A lot of the tech stocks are up right now, which just got murdered during the downturn. And then HEX, of course, I mean, just looking beautiful. Tons of people. Axis is like screaming about how it's looking really good. A lot of the TA analysts are talking about it as well. So I think, man, wouldn't it be nice if we had testnet out pretty soon and then mainnet in summer or fall or something, and we just rode this whole amazing narrative. It could be up and down in 2023, but I think there could be a really cool narrative we could hang on to just get the maximum fundamentals out of the cycle or the end of the cycle or the tailwinds or whatever we're on right now.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff you said. Ben, what are you thinking?
Ben, what's your reaction?
Oh wait, Max, you got to say the price point for V3 and mainnet. We didn't get. I need to clip this, man. I need views.
What price will HEX be when testnet comes out and then mainnet comes out?
Yeah.
Did you miss the part when I said I don't give predictions earlier? That part.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do one of those. I don't give predictions, but that's what I do. That's what I do. I do that. I don't give predictions, and then I just tell them a prediction.
Yeah. Interesting. Sorry, the clip. Sorry for killing your clip, but I think that it'll be much. I think the collective wisdom of everyone in the community and anyone who can see what's going on could imagine it will be much higher than it is today. I'll say that. I think that's there's a lot of safe assumptions you can make around what's going on. where it'll be very positive, I think.
So you're guaranteeing that.
That's basically what I just said. Yeah, basically.
Well, you heard it here.
we're at 0.45. Let's knock that zero off anytime. That's what you. No.
Oh, we just got a prediction. Oh, yeah, there you go.
I mean, if you think about it,
45 cents.
We got the clip.
If you think about it, that wouldn't be extremely crazy with mainnet out. Everybody's trying to get their copies, and OA. And again, nobody talks about this. The OA is our benevolent best friend. Maybe he wants to see parity on the chains, and you get a doubling of our money. Yay! Everyone's throwing money in the air. You never know. That's something that hardly anyone's talking about, but it's totally a thing that could happen because he did it before with Hedron. He's put up, I think, sell walls to try to stop the Hedron price from affecting HEX around that scenario before too. So the OA's made moves that have benefited Hexicans. Why wouldn't he do that? And then one of the biggest events for Hexicans ever.